Hi, today I'm going to talk a bit about how an analytic approach to the Bible has made it even more rich for me to read, has made it more living in a way I really didn't imagine once I started on this journey. This comes all the way back to my studies that I figured out new ways to read the Bible, to interpret it. Before that, I kind of read the Bible as it is. I heard the sentence, read the Bible as it is, you should do this. And in my mind, I never really questioned it deep enough. But that's exactly what this video is about. Are there other ways to read the Bible than just as it is? I would say that my Bible view before I started this journey was really square-shaped. It had one way to read it and one way only. And it actually had a lot of pros and cons as well. It was not only negative. The pros of it was that it was easy to connect with my faith. It was easy to connect. If I read this verse, I could read it as absolute truth. I could take it as encouragement, as God talking directly to me every time. On the contrary, it was also kind of controlling, and I experienced leaders and pastors from time to time, without knowing it, kind of manipulated through the use of Bible. And if they had one certain way of reading the Bible, then if you wanted to be part of the group, part of the community, you would kind of have to follow along on what they read out of the Bible. But later on in my journey, this kind of changed, and it changed a lot actually. I went from having this classical, evangelical Bible view to getting more of a mature view of the Bible and how I use the Bible. What I learned was that you can actually be analytical towards the Bible. You can be critical even. You can study it, you can interpret it, you can think about it, and you will experience a new depth, a new meaning to what you've been reading for so long. One of these things can be the historical context. If you read, for example, Matthew, and you just read it, well, you will get a lot from it. I mean, the Bible has so much good in it that it will just tell you by reading it. But if you try to understand the historical context, then you will understand what the narrator was trying to express to the congregations that he was writing to. You will kind of understand more what's on the line here, what's at stake. The punchlines will make more sense, and some stuff will become much more clear. And you will also see the agenda and how you should try to more easily interpret it in a compatible way with our living today. Besides from the historical contextual approach, another approach that's given me so much is the new approach to the parables that has enlarged my field of view when reading the Bible and walking with God. So if you let go of the Bible being as it is, reading the word as it is, and you open yourself to, for example, the parables, you will experience that you can read the same parable 1 month ago and then today, and they will tell you something completely different. Because parables are made in a way that the main goal is actually not to understand the big truth, the one big truth, but it is to interpret. And it's the interpretation, what you get out of it, is actually the primary goal, and it's kind of fascinating. So I want to challenge you with this, that for the next 6 months, you can take a parable, pick one, and once a month, you read it. You write down your thoughts and what it tells you, how it speaks to you. And then only in 6 months, you can go back and read all the different ways, all the different things that you have focused on with exactly the same parable. It will widen your lens, and it will make you see God's greatness in a new way.